Hello everyone, welcome to the first event of our Writer's Block with Dominic Berry and the first of our Right Here, Right Now writing prompts, which will give you the opportunity to do some thoughtful morning writing guided by Dominic himself. Just to introduce our guest a little before we start, for those of you who don't know Dominic Berry, Dominic writes and performs poems for all ages. He was 2017 Glastonbury Festival Poet in Residence, was winner of the 2020 and 2017 Saboteur Best Spoken Word Artist Award, and as of 2021 has had 9 Arts Council England grants for the Arts Awards to develop his stage verse. He has 5 Dommy B books for younger readers published by Flapjack Press. Dommy B is known for his vibrant performances in theatres across the country and for the CBeebies show Rhyme Rocket. And I will pass it over to you now, Dom.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello. Yes, my name is Dominic Berry, also known as Dommy B, and I'm really happy to be here today. This event is for anyone who can pick up a pen, really. So if you're a very young person, hooray for being a very young person, you're thinking, is this for me? Is this just for grown-ups? Nah. This is for you, definitely. If you're a big person, a grown-up, and you are thinking, is this just for children? Nah. If you could pick up a pen, this is for you. So you will need something with which to write. I'm saying pen, shows how old-fashioned I am, that I do still like to use paper and pen. If you prefer typing, that is super awesome, wicked cool. Now, maybe you know me and my work, maybe you've never heard of me before. Either way, I'm going to say a short poem by me from my new book. Woo! New book out this year. Yay! New book. Woo! Very happy to have you. There's me on the front there. Whoop. I'm going to share a poem from that. Then I'm going to talk about the morning pages exercise. Now, if you've done these writer's blocks before, you'll probably be very familiar with what that is. But maybe this is the first time you've ever been to one of these events. It's the first time I have ever been to one of these events. But I've heard that the morning pages is something that happens often on these. And I do them. So I'm going to be happily doing them today. Then I'm going to lead us through something a little bit more structured, but still super easy. Super fun. Before any of that, I want to take a moment just to feel grateful. I am a proper hippie. I'm one of those types, you know, I'm into all of my new age meditation, wearing hemp. That's me. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to say I feel really grateful that we've got this space. We are encouraged to be so busy, to burn ourselves out, to do too much. And this now, I think this is a really special thing that we're here. Going to think about writing. Going to think about creating. That's so good. So big thank you to Writer's Block. Big gratitude to them for having me, for sorting this out. Right, poem. It is a joining in poem. Oh, yes. Even though I cannot hear you, I will feel what you say. I'd love when I give a big thumbs up if you could say the happiest word there is, and that word is hooray. So you see me give a thumbs up and you say hooray. And if there's more than one of you in the room, I wonder which one of you could be louder. I know you have to be careful with neighbours and stuff, but saying hooray is a happy word. So you see the thumbs up, you say hooray. Let's give it a go. put my thumb a bit close to the camera then, so that was maybe a bit confusing. Let's try that again. I give a big thumbs up. You say hooray. Nice. Now, that's for the poem. There is a villain in the poem, a zombie bunny rabbit. And when I point at you, I'll do it with the other hand so it's easier to tell what I'm doing. I'd like you to give an evil laugh. An evil laugh. A villain. Ha, 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 ha. That kind of thing. And if there's more than one of you in the room, who can or evil? We point an evil laugh. Let's go. Nice. Can you remember the other one? Great. All right. Here's my poem. It goes exactly like this. One night I heard a nasty noise. It was not a giraffe or goat or fish or frog. It was a zombie bunny's laugh. I thought, it's gonna bite me. I'll become a zombie too. Oh, please, will someone help me? Is there nothing I could do? I tried to hide, but I was found, so scared and drenched in sweat. I heard that zombie bunny make its loudest laughter yet. But then I heard another noise. Someone else was near. A superhero bunny gave a superhero cheer. Then loads of hero bunnies came to face this one bad guy. I said, let's show that we're not scared. Our cheers will fill the sky. We cheered together and that zombie bully went away. The day was saved and we all gave a great hip hip hooray! Hooray! One more time, loudest yet, hooray! Tip top, tip top, tip top, tip top. Okay. I love writing poems. I love sharing poems, and we're going to do a little bit of writing together today. The writing is probably not going to be about salt. Probably not. But I'm going to use this salt to make a comparison to something. I'm going to be using this salt to compare something to something else in a little bit. But before that, we're going to do our morning pages. Morning pages. Dominic, Dommy B, what are morning pages? Well, here's how I do morning pages. You will need a way in which to write. Maybe it's a pen, it's a paper, maybe it's typing. Whatever is best for you. I'm going to do it too for 3 minutes, not one, not two, not 904. 3 minutes. And I have something on which to time us here. I'm going to time us for 3 minutes and we write. Not a poem, not a story, not anything in which we're trying to be good. No. This is a secret. You don't have to share it. You can keep this secret forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. We're not trying to be clever. We're not trying to be brilliant. We are just writing. There is one rule. And the one rule is this. Please try to not do this. Try not to stop. For 3 minutes, try and keep writing. And you can write anything. It doesn't have to be a poem. It doesn't have to rhyme. It doesn't have to be good. You can write nonsense. You can write made up words. You can write the same words. You can write burp. For 3 minutes, if you want, you can write, I do not know what to write. Why is this strange man doing this? He is very energetic. Where does he get all his energy from? You can write anything and no one's going to see it. I'm not going to ask to see it. It's going to be a secret. I'll try to not talk. So you're going to get 3 minutes of me being quite quiet. which is unusual for me, but I will let you know where we're up to with the timer. I'll let you know. Try not to stop. Try not to lift your pen off the page, even if you're writing. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I'll tell you at the end why I believe that's helpful. So I'm going to do it with you. We're going to start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pen to the page. Now, I don't think you can see my table, but I am writing down here. I hope you're writing too. Keep writing anything. That's what I'm doing. I am writing. We're 30 seconds in, 2.5 minutes to go. Keep going. Keep going. We are 1 minute in. We got 2 more minutes to go. Keep writing. Could be anything. Keep going. Don't worry about spelling or neatness. Those things are important, but they're not as important for this bit. Doesn't have to make sense. We are halfway through. 1.5 minutes to go. Keep going. 2 minutes down, just 1 minute left. Keep going. Well done for writing when I'm talking so much. Said I wouldn't talk, didn't I? And I'm talking loads. You're doing good, doing good. Keep going, keep going. Just 30 seconds to go. That is it. That is it. Keep going, keep going. Nearly there, nearly there. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. So pop your pen down and maybe give your wrist or hand a bit of a rub. I don't know about you, but my hand's quite sore after all that. You couldn't see my table, but I'll prove, look, I did do it. I swear this was blank at the beginning. So there's mine. But you don't have to show me. You have to show me. You can. Woo! It's gone. It's gone. You don't have to screw yours up. Maybe you're doing it in a really nice notebook. Or maybe you're doing it on a computer. Don't throw your computer in the air. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why did we do that? Why? 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 Why did we do that? I will tell you why I did that. I can feel a little bit frightened of the blank page. Ah! Can be scary. It can be scary. I'll tell you why it can be scary. Because I have written poems and stories of books which some people have liked, and that puts pressure on me. I hope my next one will be good. I hope my next one will be good. I hope people like my next one as much as they like my old ones. What if people don't like my new one as much as my old one? What if this new one's rubbish? And when I look at the blank paper, it can seem really scary to just even begin. And sometimes when something's scary, we put it off. We don't do it. Don't do it at all. And if we don't start, we will definitely get nowhere. Definitely. So if you give yourself permission to write anything, any nonsense, you've made a start. You've made a start. And also, often the first thing I write isn't very good anyway. So to get all the nonsense out of my brain, that's a good thing. I'll tell you one more thing before we go on to the next bit. One more thing about the morning pages, that sometimes I might be distracted by something. I might be thinking, oh, I had that argument with my friend. I'm really sad about that. And thinking about distractions can get in the way of being creative. So when I do this, it can be quite meditative. Is a big word for a Tuesday. Meditative, calming, relaxing. I might write about the argument with my friend, and by writing about it, it gets it out of my system so I can then move on to focusing on writing a poem, which maybe might be as good and as well received as stuff I've written before. Those are some reasons why I do the morning pages. There are other reasons as well. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of reasons. But for now, I'm going to move on to the next bit. Remember, I talked about salt. Told you I was going to compare salt to something else. When I am making my dinner, because I love cooking, I usually put some salt in. I had a disaster. I was cooking and the top fell off of my salt and loads went in. Too much salt, too much salt. You could not eat it. Too much salt. Revolting. Have you ever had too much salt? Not nice. Not nice. Other times I've forgotten to put in any salt at all. No salt. Salt is a very good flavour. It helps when you are making food from scratch. So you don't want too much salt, you don't want too little salt, you want just the right amount of salt. Why am I talking about salt? I'm going to compare that to something else in a bit. But before that, I want us to make a list. A list. Not constantly writing. We can pause and think for this. I'm still going to time this. I'm going to give us 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes for this list. Just 2 minutes. So let me reset my timer. Bing. Now, this is a list of real happy things that have really happened to you. We're not writing about it. We're just writing like 1 or 2 words in a list. I'll show you. So for my list, I might write my 40th birthday. I know I'm over 40, right? Can you believe it? It is true. I look so young. I act so young. I act younger. So I'm not writing about it yet. I'm just putting the one thing, my 40th birthday. Another thing, do you know what? I've just come back from holiday just now with my mum. Holiday with mum. So I'm not writing about it, just a list. I might put a memory from ages ago. My stepdad teaching me how to ride a bike. So that was a little bit longer, but I'm not writing about it. It's just a list. So I'm going to start the timer, 2 minutes. Write as many things as you can. Try to make them real happy things that have really happened to you. If you have never had a happy moment ever, not one, then you may use your imagination to imagine a happy moment. But I would prefer you to use a real happy moment. So I'm going to carry on with my list. I'm going to give us 2 minutes. It's starting now. Bing. 2 minutes to make a list of real happy things that have really happened to you. I'm going to stop talking. What's on your list? One minute down, one to go. Just one more minute. Keep thinking. What's on your list of happy times? Doesn't have to be a long list. Keep thinking. Thirty seconds. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1, bang. If you only have one thing on your list, that's okay. I'm going to read you my list. My 40th birthday, holiday with mum, stepdad teaching me to ride a bike, writing my last book, going to a festival last month, playing video games with my friend, going out running. Look at your list, choose one, put a circle around it. I'll give you a moment. I've chosen going to the festival. Now we're nearing the end of our time together. I'm going to ask you to do another 3 minutes of constant writing on your subject. So I've chosen going to the festival. Think of the 5 senses, what you can see, what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can taste, what you can touch. 5 senses: see, hear, smell, touch, taste. Are there any of those senses other than sight in yours? It's not competition. You don't have to get all 5. For 3 minutes, go do constant writing on your happy time. And if you don't know what to write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write, until you do think of something. Going to start with 3 minutes. So 3 minutes writing non-stop about the happy time that you've chosen. We're going to start now. The time has started. Let's go. I'm doing it too. 3 minutes on your happy time. Think of the senses. Keep going. One minute down, 2 to go. Halfway through, keep going, keep going. Think of the senses. Sound, smell, touch, taste, sight. One minute to go. Did you see I stopped for a second then? Naughty Dominic. Keep writing, keep writing. 30 seconds to go. Twenty seconds. Five seconds. 2, 1. And just gently come to the end of the line you're on. Or keep writing while I'm saying this last bit. I've written a lot. Honestly, I'm happy with what I've written. There's stuff I can use here. Not all of it, not all of it, and that's okay. Now, salt. Poems can be too long, too much detail, just like too much salt in a dish. Or poems could be too short, not enough detail. People cannot get connected to them. They don't understand what the poem's even about. What we've just written is not a poem. It's a starting point for you to go away, be creative. But because you gave yourself permission to be free, I want you to read over what you've written now. 1 minute. I'm going to do it too. And just put a circle round 1, maybe 2 bits that you think are really good. Be strict. Don't just put a circle around all of it. Nah. Choose a bit that you think is a great bit for a poem, not all of it. Because start timing. You're going to read through it 1 minute. Choose a bit. Ready? Minute starts now. I'm doing it too. I'm reading what I've written. Keep reading, 30 seconds. You just put in a circle around 1 bit. If you've got more than 1 bit, that's amazing. I'll let you have 2. You're not allowed to circle. You've got to choose the best bit, the best bit. Give us 20 more seconds, 20 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Nice. The bit I've put is socks roll down my ankles off my feet, sit on the bank and dip my toes into icy river water. It's about me being in the festival by the edge of a lake. I've described the sensation, what I can feel, the icy water. Now, a story is a really long thing. And some poems tell stories, but think all the way back to my poem at the start, the one about the zombie bunny. It was short. It was short. It was this long. Bing, 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 bing. That's not very long for a whole story poem. And how I wrote that was writing loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of detail, and then just choosing the best bits, the most important bits. Now, sometimes we aren't the best judge of, is there too much? Is there too little? Writing could be a social process. So for your next steps, as we end this session and move on, maybe show someone else this most recent bit you've written and ask them, what do you think is the best bit? What do you think? Ask someone else, maybe like a family member or a friend. Or if you're coming to more of these, ask me, because I'm doing a whole load of these. So ask me and I'll help you with the next one. We're doing one-to-one sessions. I can help you with the next steps of this. Also, in half an hour's time, I've been talking a lot about my books. I'm going to perform Spark the Goblin Wizard. So at 11 o'clock today, if you tune back in, you're going to hear me do an interactive, fun poetry story, and I hope you can make it. You've got a great line to use the first line of a poem, or maybe a centre point of your poem, and I hope you have loads of fun taking this and developing this idea. I'm going to do this with mine, and I'll show you later on where I get to. Now, I've been Dominic Berry, also known as Dommy B, and I've really, really, really enjoyed being here. I've got gratitude for being here today, gratitude for you joining this session. Well done, taking some time to be creative. It's been ace. I've really liked it. I hope I get to see some of your little bits that you've come up with. I hope I get to see them.